And they had opportunities. They didn't play well in Salt Lake City, but had opportunities to win that game, couldn't take it. Utah got the win, and now the tough task of dealing with BYU here in Provo.
Well, one of the things that Bill Self told me today at shoot-around, I said, what was the last 48 hours like? He said, really simple. I want them to play with joy. Felt like they've been pressing a little bit too much and looking for them to play with great energy tonight.
Trevin Knell, 3! And not just with Hunter Dickinson, as a 3 that's missed by Zeke Mayo, and the long rebound run down. Here comes Yegor Demmin for BYU. Mawit Mag cuts to the basket, 5-0 Cougars.
Really good start, though, for BYU.
Trevin Knell, too strong on that one, but the offensive rebound, Keba Keita for BYU. Richie Saunders launches a 3. About a month and a half ago, inserted into the starting lineup by Kevin Young for BYU as Hunter Dickinson breaks the seal for Kansas. And fighting for position, Kansas comes away with it. Transition 3 for the Jayhawks, rattles in Zeke Mayo.
Only 2 fast break points in Salt Lake. A great job out in transition. Kansas has always been a good scoring team in transition.
Trevin Knell, second 3.
They got to start defending in transition, though, as well.
2 of the top assist men of the Big 12 going at it in this one, with Harris and Demmin, and a turnover by Kansas. Leaking out, Mawit Mag, the reverse lay-in.
BYU's been dialed in. They forced the turnover. Trevin Knell picks it up, and immediately out in transition, they get an easy one. Bill Self dialed it up on their first out of bounds underneath. He's so good at getting those points, stealing those points on those out of bounds underneath.
Richie Saunders recovers. Keba Keita slides inside.
Unconventional this late in the season for a team to go to 11, but Kevin Young says that the competition at practice has been outstanding.
Keba Keita on the alley-oop.
Nobody there to tag from the weak side as Hunter Dickinson.
Shot clock at 10 for BYU. Mawit Mag. 3! Another timeout for Kansas. And now playing here on Tuesday night in Provo. Rylan Griffin launching a deep 3 and a much-needed shot for the Jayhawks. Dallin Hall. Another Cougars offensive rebound. Richie Saunders on the reload.
Can't do it. Kansas has got to figure out a way to rebound the basketball at the defensive end of the floor. That is 4 offensive rebounds already that has led to 6 points for BYU.
Good action from the Jayhawks. The drop in by Flory Badunga.
Here goes the lob again.
And KJ Adams up over everybody to ram it home.
Baseline out of bounds. So KJ Adams on the left-hand side of your screen. Watch the little screen underneath by Storr. Just lob it up and get there. Badunga takes out Foose.
Rylan Griffin
can't give that much
second 3.
They were, but you got to apply some pressure on the inside. Yeah.
16 of their 21 overall shots have been outside the arc. Make it 17 of 22 as it goes. Straight on. Richie Saunders 3.
You have to put a hand up. Storr, go ahead, roll it out. What is that? Is that a closeout?
Off a screen, pulling up for 3. David Coit short, and the offensive rebound, and Hunter Dickinson the putback.
Really good job by Hunter Dickinson to rebound that, spin off the defense, and get a clean look.
Richie Saunders the floater. And a 3 for David Coit. His first points tonight.
He can do that. Good job coming off that screen, being ready to go.
37% on his 3s this year. Transfer from Northern Illinois. Richie Saunders.
2-3.
The ball movement from BYU, the hustle from BYU is Trevin Knell. 3!
These are real clean looks. 14 assists on 14 made field goals for BYU.
9 threes for BYU. Pull-up jumper, David Coit for the Jayhawks.
Oh my.
Wide open Trevin Nell.
Roxy.
So Kansas has lost 3 consecutive road games, all to unranked teams. Hunter Dickinson launching a 3, and that's a good start to the second half for Kansas. Cougars attack. Cada down the lane. Yegor Demin to the basket. Richie Saunders works the baseline. He has a game-high 16, and Bill Self wants to talk things over. That's one of the other adjustments to college basketball he's got to make. Good defense from DeJuan Harris Jr. Stays with Trevin Nell. 3 or 4 pump fakes, and Nell got the hoop to go.
Just so impressed with BYU coming out of the break at halftime and their focus.
Miss from KJ Adams. Hunter Dickinson ends a 10-0 BYU run.
We have to be more aggressive than we've been against the pressure. They felt like they've been too passive.
Mawit Mag.
That works.
13 for Mag. Richie Saunders underneath. Powers his way up. 18 for Saunders.
Make the transition to Kevin Young this year. And they have absolutely dominated Kansas on this floor so far tonight.
And Kevin Young imploring BYU to push it. Saunders. 20 for Richie Saunders.
Bill Self just disgusted. He just threw both of his arms up in the air. There's a team playing with purpose. There's a team playing with energy, enthusiasm, and unselfishness. And it's BYU.
Rylan Griffin cuts to the bucket.
And the opportunity to play against some of the best programs in the country on your home floor. It's hard to get these type of teams to come here out of conference.
Richie Saunders working his magic underneath.
BYU's gotten everything they want. Richie Saunders has done it from 3, and in the second half, he showed some nifty footwork in the paint. He's got 22, and BYU. Roxy, what you're looking for is guys that want to compete even when the game might be out of reach. Right? Like, you're trailing by 30.
Zeke Mayo 3. And BYU pushes with Dallin Hall. Trail 3 to Dawson Baker. Fousseyni Traore swatted by Flory Badunga. Fousseyni Traore spins underneath. Unable to finish after a good move by Flory Badunga. Dallin Hall, 3. His first points of the night. 13 BYU threes.
Not a single starter out on the floor for BYU.
2 former starters, though. Dallin Hall, one of those former starters, right to the bucket. Dawson Baker trying to force a pass. Loose ball picked up. Fousseyni Traore. The dunk. In that NCAA tournament, 34 points. And they're down 38 right now. Riquise Passmore and the freshman with the bucket.
That's a careless pass by Demin again. You just understand, you've got the game in confirmed control. You just stay with what you've done all night long.
And the scoop off the window by DeJuan Harris Jr. His first points tonight. By the way, the largest margin of victory for BYU ever against a ranked team as A.J. Storr gets his first points of the night. Back in November of 2021, in a game in Portland, Oregon, they beat the Oregon Ducks by 32. Oregon, Dana Altman's team was ranked at the time. Open look for Mihailo Bošković. Calling it a 2.
How about 20 points of the 41 have come in the second half?
It's Kevin Young.
Max Triplett out on the floor. Number 20.
Shot clock rolling down on BYU as the Cougars will get ready to play Arizona on Saturday down in Tucson. And all the way to the bucket, Elijah Crawford.
A quad 1 win on their home floor in dominating fashion.
And a net ranking of 15 for Kansas coming into tonight as Dallin Hall gives BYU 5 players in double figures. Equals the largest margin of defeat for a Kansas team under Bill Self, and for BYU the largest margin of victory ever against a ranked opponent. 91-57 BYU.